Hare Krishna, welcome to the session on Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram. So last week, what did we discuss? We discussed two shlokas last week, right? What are those two shlokas? 13, 14. Okay. Shloka number 13. Brahmanyam sarva dharmajnam lokanam kirtivardhanam lokanādham mahadbhūtāṃ sarva bhūta bhavodbhavam. And then the next one. Anādhinidanam Vishnum sarva lokamahe. Is that the one? Esha me sarva. Esha me sarva dharmanam dharmodikatamo mataha yad bhaktya pundarikaksham stavairarchennaras sada. In these two shlokas, Bhishma Dev describes 10 qualities of Vishnu, the Dasha Guna. Just like Dashavatara, we have Dasha Gunas. These Dasha Gunas are mapped to the Dashavataras. Okay? So, Brahmanyam means in simple words, Brahmanyam means the supreme. Okay? But if you go into more details, it means the protector of Dharma, all those things. Sarva Dharmajnam. He is the knower of all the Dharmas. Because he is the creator of the Dharma, he is the knower of all the Dharma. Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. He is the enhancer of the name and fame of the devotees who worship him. Okay? Because whenever any devotees worship him, he doesn't take the credit to him. He doesn't keep the benefit to himself. He gives it back. In fact, he does more. He gives back to the devotees more than what the devotees give. If the devotees make one step towards God, God makes 100 steps towards the devotees. Okay. So last week there was a homework on this. Remember? So did you think about it? Okay. Did anyone think about it? The homework was about this point. The third one, Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. So Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. There are some incidents from Bhagavatam, Ramayana or Mahabharata, etc., where the Bhagavan does all the things, but he gives the credit to devotees. And we discussed one or two examples. One example is the Bhishma Dev's example itself. You know, the Lord acted as if he could not pacify Yudhishthira, but he made Bhishma Dev pacify Yudhishthira. So he gave all the credit to Bhishma Dev. He wanted to glorify Bhishma Dev. Similarly, in Kurukshetra Yuddham, Krishna tells to Arjuna that I have already killed all these Kauravas. If you want to become an instrument, get up your bow Gandiva, fight and enjoy the kingdom. You take all the credit. So Krishna has already done the job and he is simply asking Arjuna to become an instrument. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachi. So like that, I gave a little homework to think about other leelas where Bhagavan does all the job and he gives the credit to the devotees. Okay, did anyone complete that homework?
Doing the fight with Lanka Muttam Kanjastan. Does that come under this thing?
No. No.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Srividya.
Govardhan Leela, the people, they'll think they are holding the stick, but he'll be handling, but they'll be thinking that they are helping him.
No, that is a different rasa. The friends are saying that when Krishna was lifting the Govardhana hill, the friends are saying that, oh Krishna, it was actually we who were holding Govardhana hill. You were just supporting with your hand. So that's a Sakya Bhava. It shows the intimacy with Krishna.
Rama
Hmm?
Venkateswara Swami Ramadasu story.
Ramada's story.
Like the complete story తెలియదు కానీ మూవీలో లైక్ చెప్తారు కదా
Ah.
ఫస్ట్ రామదాస్ ఆయన్ని పోలీసు అప్పుడు వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాము అన్నమయ్య
Hmm. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So the one classic example of this Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam is Damodar Leela. Damodar Leela, in which Yashodamma ties Krishna around a grinding mortar. And can anybody tie Krishna around something like that? It's not possible, right? But it is possible if Krishna lets devotees do that. Only by the mercy of Krishna, even if it is Yashodamma or any other devotee, they can try to bind Krishna around something. So it was Krishna who made it happen. But how do we glorify that Leela? We glorify that Leela as Yashodamma binding Krishna. Right? So like that, the Bhagavan does everything and he glorifies the devotees. He gives the credit to the devotees. So Brahmanyam Sarvadharmajnam Lokanam Kirtivardhanam Lokanādam. He is the master of all the lokas. He is the master of all the worlds. Lokanam. Mahadbhūtāṃ. Greatest being. He is the greatest personality. Sarvabhūta Bhavodbhavam. Sarvabhūta Bhavodbhavam.
origin for birth and death of all the beings.
He is the source, origin of all the living entities. Sarvabhūta. Sarvabhūta Bhava Udbhavam. He is the source of all the living entities and he is the cause of the cycle of birth and death. Bhava means the cycle of birth and death. Like Bhava Sagar. So, cycle of birth and death. Africa. Okay, we'll take a 3 minutes break. They are doing Naivedyam. They are offering Naivedyam to Swami over here. Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's continue our discussion on Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram. So we discussed this Sloka last week. Brahmanyam Sarva Dharmajnam Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam Lokanādam Mahadbhūtāṃ Sarva Bhūta Bhavodbhavam. So Lokanādam, the master of all the worlds. Mahadbhūtāṃ is the greatest being. Sarva Bhūta Bhavodbhavam is the source of all beings. Next Sloka. Esha me sarva dharmanam dharmodikatamo mataha yad bhaktya pundarikaksham stavairarchennaras sada. Sarva dharmanam, among all the dharmas, dharmodikatamo mataha. Worshipping him is the highest dharma. So Yudhishthira asked, Ko dharma sarva dharmanam bhavata paramo mataha. To answer to that question, Bhishma is saying, Esha me sarva dharmanam dharmodikatamo mataha yad bhaktya pundarikaksham stavairarchennaras sada. Bhishma is saying, in my opinion, worshipping that Pundarikaksha, Sriman Narayana, Mahavishnu, Sri Krishna Bhagavan is the highest dharma of all. Esha me sarva dharmana dharmodi katamo mataha yad bhaktya pundarikaksham stavairarchennaras sada. And last week we discussed about Pundarikaksha, right? Pundarikaksha means Yeah. So his eyes are like white lotus. There are different colors of lotuses: white lotus, red lotus, pink lotus, blue lotus, Kamala, Padma, Nilotpala, Pundarikaksha. Depending on the time of the day, the lotus blooms, and depending on the color of the lotus, they are called with different names. Okay. एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधि कतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवैरर्चेन्नरः सदा. Okay. Now, today we'll discuss Sloka number 15. Sloka number 15 is paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parāyaṇam. Okay, let's repeat this with the loudest voice possible. Okay. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parāyaṇam.
paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parāyaṇam.
3 times, okay? Paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parāyaṇam.
paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah
Brahma
parāyaṇam.
Parayanam
Paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahattejaḥ paramam yo mahattapaḥ
paramam yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parāyaṇam.
paramam yo
Brahman yo mahadbrahma paramam yah parayanam.
Yeah. So this is the Shloka number 15. So let's see, what does it mean? Paramam yo mahadbrahma. Paramam means the supreme. The supreme. He is the highest. He is the highest in everything. Let us see what is the nature of that supreme position. Okay, we'll discuss more details, but let's try to understand the meaning of these words first. Paramam, the ultimate, the supreme. Like Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, mattaḥ parataram nānyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. There is no, I am the absolute truth. There is no one equal or above me. There is no one superior to me. This is the Shloka number 7.7 from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, Shloka number 7. Mattaḥ parataram na anyat. There is no one else, or there is no nothing, there is no other thing that is above or equal to me. Mattaḥ parataram nānyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. So mahat means great. Paramam paramam yo mahadbrahma. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ. Yaha means the one who is. Paramam is the ultimate, the supreme, and Mahat is the great, the vastness, and Yaha, one who is. So what are the different things? You know, when you hear the word Parama, can you think of any other names or any other adjectives, phrases related to God? Parabrahma, very good. Parabrahma Swarupam. Yeah, they say Annam Parabrahma Swarupam, right? Yeah, the food that you eat is not different from Bhagavan himself. Yeah. What else?
Paramatma.
Paramatma, very good. What else?
Parameshwara.
Parameshwara, very good.
Paraloka also we say, right, Prabhu?
Param Jyoti, very good.
Paraloka. Paraloka.
Paraloka, very good. Paradharma. So whenever you use this word para or parama, paramam, that means that is the highest thing. Paradharma means that is the highest dharma. Paranjyoti, that is the highest light. Parabrahma, he is the supreme Brahman. Paramatma, he is the supreme Atma. We are Atma and he is Paramatma. We are soul, he is super soul. In simple words, Parama means super, supreme, like that. So paramam yo mahattejaḥ. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ. Tejas means light. Tejas means light, illumination, radiation. Not radiation, but something that is radiating. Okay, radiation is a different meaning. Radiant, something that is radiating energy. Something that is radiating energy. Mahattejaḥ. Now, what are the other things that are radiating energy in the material world? Can you tell something, some other things that are radiating energy?
Sun.
Not radiation, energy.
Sun.
The sun. Huh? What?
Like the temples we have, the spiritual places, they have some kind of energy. Like Rajasthan,
Okay.
some sacred places they have this energy.
Yeah. So, where do the temples get that energy from? Where does the Archamurti Vigraha get the energy from? Mantra
Swayambhu, the Swayambhu temples where the Lord is created from naturally, those have more aura, they say, right?
That's also one good example.
The energy.
Yeah. So Swayambhu Archamurti Vigraha, like for example Tirupati, Venkateshwara Swami Vigraha is a Swayambhu Vigraha. And that Vigraha has been radiating energy, illuminating energy for time immemorial. Okay? The Swami, the Archamurti Vigraha of Venkateshwara Swami, it's eternal. From time to time, it disappears and then again it appears. Okay? So the Archamurti Vigraha is another example. Not only Tirupati, but wherever. Wherever the Swayambhu Vigraha is. Very good. Himabindu, good answer. So we have sun and also moon. Sun, moon. See, the vegetables and fruits, where do they get the juice from? Moon. It's actually moon. Yeah. We think it's sun, right? The energy from sun, it makes them live. But the actual juice in the fruits and vegetables is actually coming from moon. Krishna tells that in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. For example, this is the mango season. You'll be going to Indian stores and getting the nice Indian mangoes, right? Banginapalli, Alfonso, all these different varieties. So it's very nectarian, very juicy, very sweet. So where is the juice coming from? Where is that energy? The juice is nothing but energy. Okay? It is the essence. Where is that essence coming from? Moon. Okay? So the tejas means energy, the essence, light, illumination, all these different things. So sun, moon, the Swayambhu, Archamurti Vigraha. What else?
Even some slokas or whatever mantras we read, they also create some kind of
Yes.
energy, positive energy in our body, right?
Correct. Mantra Shakti.
Like Vishnu
Mantra
Sahasra
also.
Nāma. The other day, one of the Guruji came and he was telling that he goes to temples and hospitals and reads the slokas, Vishnu Sahasra Nāma and all, which gives energy to the people who are sick.
Yeah, that's correct. That's another good example. Mantra has the power to radiate energy. Mantra has the power to illuminate things. Mantra has the power to illuminate things. That's why I always keep saying this, right? Whenever you are reciting Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, keep a water bottle near you and open the bottle. But you have never seen me doing that, right? So starting from today, I am doing that. So during the parāyaṇam, I opened the bottle and I did some sankalpa and recited the Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram. So that mantra shakti is absorbed into the water, so that this water becomes sanctified water or energized water. It becomes energized. Like people drink energy drinks, they are all useless. The actual energy drink is this one. The water that is energized with mantra shakti, whether it is Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Or the water that is energized with Mukundamala Stotra, or Gajendra Stotra, Prahlada Stotra, Bhishma Stuti, Ramayana. So any mantra. So you can energize. There are 3 types of parayanas. Whenever you're doing, especially Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotra Parayana, there are 3 types of parayanas. What are those? The parayana can be done in 3 different ways. What are those? Nitya parayana. Nitya parayana. That means it's something that you do daily. Nitya parayana. Second one is Kamya parayana. Kamya parayana means you recite the stotram with some sankalpa, with a desire. With a desire. For example, somebody is having some health issue. So you can take a sankalpa to cure the disease through the energy of this mantra. Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram is nothing but mantra. It has the mantra shakti. So when you take that sankalpa and do the parayanam, that is called kamya parayana. Doing parayana with a specific desire. Okay? And the third one is samuhika parayana. That means the parayana that you do in a group. Samuhika parayana. So what are the 3 again? Nitya parayana, kamya parayana, samuhika parayana. Yes. When you have a very sincere student like Kirtana, you'll get all the answers. Very good.
And Prabhuji, that day you told 3 more varieties, Prabhuji, like chanting louder, chanting within the mind, and chanting with little bit sound that we can hear.
Like whispering. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now, coming back here to the slides.
And the radiation, like heaven also, right, Prabhuji? Like we do homam, from there also we get energy.
Yes. Yeah, the light basically. The light. Light is another example. Okay. Of course, light gets the energy from sun. Not light, the fire actually. Fire. Okay. So fire is another example for tejas. Sun, moon, fire. Water, no. Water gets energy from something else. Water is not self-illuminating. Sun is self-illuminating. Moon is self-illuminating. The Archamurti Vigraha of the Lord is self-illuminating. Fire, self-illuminating. But water is not. Fire actually, it is hidden in the wood. Okay? It's hidden in the wood. Through some mechanism, when you actually fire can be ignited without any matchstick. Do you know that? Fire can be ignited without any matchstick, without lighter, without matchstick. No. Even without rubbing two sticks or anything. So they chant some mantras. It is possible even today. It is not. We are not talking about some Puranas or some different yuga. Yeah. They recite some mantras. What is that mantra called? Arani. The fire that is hidden in the wood is called Arani. Okay? Arani. And by chanting proper mantras, they can ignite. You have seen. You said one time you have seen, right? Yeah. Here in Seattle. Yeah. So it is possible. That means the fire is self-illuminating. It is hidden in the wood, in a hidden form. That fire is, that energy is there, and through proper mechanism, either through lighting with a matchstick or lighter or through mantra shakti, that can be ignited. Okay, that is tejas. So we have discussed different examples of tejas, and then tapa. Tapa is, it's the austerity. Tapa means austerity. When you do austerity, when you do tapas, for example, the rishis and yogis and munis, they go to a secluded place, into forest or Himalayas, and then they do tapas for hundreds and thousands of years. So with that tapas, they get some tapo shakti. They get some tapo shakti. So like that, different sages, they have different shakti, tapo shakti. But the shakti of the tapas shakti of Sriman Narayana is paramam. Paramam yo mahattapaḥ. Paramam yo mahadbrahma. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ. Paramam yo mahattapaḥ. Paramam yo mahattapaḥ. The one who has the highest energy, the one who has the highest tapas shakti. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ. The one who radiates the highest amount of energy. In fact, the sun and moon, where do they get the energy from? They get the energy from Sriman Narayana. Okay? So,
Hare Krishna.
yes.
Prabhuji, the kalpana, the mantram paadetappudu, if you want to sing the kalpana mantra, is it required to have a desire, and then because recitation only God knows everything, right, Prabhuji? So is it important to have a desire and do the mantra recitation, Prabhuji?
Yes, you can do that. Especially health problems.
Okay, especially for health problems, we have to do sankalpa.
Yeah. So we should not use Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram parāyaṇa to get a job. We should not use Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram parāyaṇa to get visa, or to get some wealth. Not like that. But if there is a health problem, yes, we can make a desire. We can take a sankalpa and do the parāyaṇam for that.
So how sankalpa help, Prabhuji? Because is it not? Is it important? Because mantras has its own significance, and that will only heal the body, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, that is true. The mantra produces shakti, which can be used to benefit in different ways. But when you take a specific sankalpa, okay, see, it is like you are seeing the sunlight that is coming from sun, but that light is diffused. It's everywhere. It is spread everywhere. That energy is spread everywhere. But when you pass that light, that sunlight, through a magnifying glass, then it becomes concentrated. It becomes focused. It becomes focused, and it will have the power to burn the paper. We all have done this experiment in childhood, right?
Exactly, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So like that, when you take a specific sankalpa to cure some health problem for somebody, then it works like that.
Okay.
It has
Means energy will be flowing towards the health, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, the energy will be flowing towards that person who has that health problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. That in the olden days, Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram was the method for normal deliveries. If a mother is carrying the baby, and at the time of delivery, if they want to have a smooth, peaceful delivery, the husbands would, when the wife is in the labor room, in couple of hours the wife is going to deliver, the husband would chant Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram continuously until the delivery happens. And it is guaranteed, if a husband chants Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram with that sankalpa, it is guaranteed that they will have normal delivery. So, and the Charama Samhita, which is used for medicine, different types of medicine, Ayurveda and all those things, they come from Charama Samhita. That's the name of a scripture, Charama Samhita. So it is mentioned in Charama Samhita itself that Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram parāyaṇam is the prescribed method to cure many diseases. To cure many diseases. Okay. Also, if somebody has some defects in their horoscope, especially Kala Sarpa Dosha. Kala Sarpa Dosha. Okay, if they have something like that, then there is no other remedy other than chanting Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram. Okay, that's the only cure. Is the concert happening in this room? Radha Krishna Hala. Huh? Okay. That's okay. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ, paramam yo mahattapaḥ. Now is this clear? Mahattejaḥ, mahattapaḥ. Actually, I think I have individual slides also for this. Let's go there. Teja. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ. Now Bhagavan has three aspects. The Lord has three aspects. Or the God realization can be understood in three ways. Bhagavan, Paramatma and Brahman. That Brahman is the illuminating light emanating from Bhagavan. So that light, that Brahman or that light, it has tremendous amount of energy that can fulfill the needs of all the people of all the yugas of all times. For eternality, that light coming from that Brahman effulgence, it has the power to fulfill the needs of all the people of all yugas of all times. Okay? Eternality. And not even the complete energy, a fraction of the energy emanating from Brahman. Fraction of energy emanating from Brahman. In fact, the total amount of energy that has been used so far, let's say since the beginning of Kali Yuga, the total amount of energy used by sun, the total energy used by the people that is coming from sun is a fraction of the energy produced by one ray. Is a fraction of energy produced by one sun ray. Now many times people say that when the lights are on like this, and in America, even during daytime, in the shopping centers and all, the lights are on all the time. So you can't differentiate whether it is daytime or night time. So, and some people, they have an opinion that so much of energy is being wasted, right? So much of energy is being wasted, and in future we may not have sufficient energy. There will be lack of energy. There will be deficiency of energy, right? No, that won't happen. Deficiency of energy won't happen. Whether they are wasting the energy or not, that's a different issue. But deficiency of energy won't happen, because whatever the total amount of energy or the light that has been used in the last 5,000 years or so, since the beginning of Kali Yuga, it's only a fraction of one ray of sun. That means, now imagine how much energy that sun produces. If the sun, which is part of material world, can produce that energy, now what to speak of Brahman, which is in the spiritual world, that can produce millions and billions of times more than the energy of sun. Okay? So Brahman, in fact, sun gets the energy from Brahman. sun, moon, they get the energy from Brahman. And so there are 3 levels to understand this. Now we have some idea of how much energy the sun produces, right? We have some vague idea. Now we also have some vague idea of how much energy Brahman can produce. If one sun can fulfill the needs of this material world, this universe, there are innumerable number of universes, and every universe has sun, every universe has moon. And where is the energy derived by all the suns and moons in all these universes? From one Brahman. From one Brahman, the Ananta Koti Brahmandas, the sun and moon, the Chandra and Surya, in these Ananta Koti Brahmandas is derived from that one Brahman. Okay? Now we have some idea about Brahman. We have some idea about sun and moon. We have some idea about Brahman. Now there is something even more greater than this. There is something even more brighter than this. That is spiritual world. Whether it is Vaikunta, Ayodhya Loka or Goloka Vrindavana, the energy or the light in the spiritual world, it does not require sun and moon. Just like in the material world, we need sun and moon to see during daytime and nighttime, we see sun and moon. Without sun and moon, everything is dark, you can't see anything, right? Whereas in spiritual world, there is no sun, there is no moon, there is no electricity. So Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Na tad bhasayate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha. Yad gatva na nivartante, taddhama paramam mama. Na tad bhasayate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha. Na tad bhasayate suryo. That means my abode. Krishna gives a description of his palace, his abode. That means the spiritual world. He says, my place is not illumined by sun or moon. Surya and Shashanka. Shashanka is moon, Surya is sun. Na tad bhashayate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha. Yad gatva na nivartante, taddhama paramam mama. That means Krishna is trying to tell that his place is very beautiful. Now, if something in the material world, which is made visible by the energy of sun and moon, if it looks so beautiful here, see, look at the trees and everything, it's so beautiful, right? Now, these are not self-illumined. The earth planet is not self-illumined. It is illumined by the energy of sun or moon. Now, imagine a self-illumined planet or place which does not require sun and moon. That means that light or that energy is much more than even Brahman. That is because Brahman is also getting energy from Bhagavan, right? From Bhagavan's body. Brahman is also getting energy from Bhagavan. Sun is getting energy from Brahman. Brahman is getting energy from Bhagavan. That means Bhagavan is mahattejaḥ. Now is it clear? We discussed it in multiple different ways. So there should not be any doubt about this. How radiant Sriman Narayana should be. How radiant Sriman Narayana should be. In fact, the sun and moon come from his breathing. With every exhale, Ananta Koti Brahmandas come out. And every Brahmanda has sun and moon. That means the sun and moon is coming from his tummy. If he is able to produce sun and moon, not just one sun, one moon, but innumerable number of suns and moons, if they are coming from the tummy of Sriman Narayana, how much energy, how much light, he has with him. So paramam yo mahattejaḥ. That is the first one. Splendor, majesty, vital power, illuminating radiance. To be sharp, to pierce, to emit light. But in philosophical perspective, what does this tejas or what does this light indicate? One aspect of this light is to illuminate everything. But what is the philosophical point about this light? To show the path. That means knowledge. It represents knowledge. This tejas represents knowledge. That Shanti mantra. What is that sloka? Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. What is the first line? Asatoma. Asatoma sadgamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Asatoma sadgamaya. O Lord, please take me from asat to sat. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. O Lord, please take me from darkness to illumination. Mrityorma amritangamaya. O Lord, please take me from mortality to immortality. Mortality to immortality. So how is this possible? With the knowledge. When you have knowledge, you will go from asat to sat. You will go from tamas to jyoti. Tamas to jyoti. And you will go from mrityu to amritam. Mrityu to amritam. So the another aspect of this, another way to understand tejas is the knowledge. Bhagavatam, for example, Bhagavatam is compared to sun. Arka, Purana Arka. Purana means it's a scripture. Purana Arka. Arka means sun. Purana Arka. Dihausa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Burmaho Dadi. In Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, there is a Sloka. Chandra and Arka. Chandra is moon, Arka is sun. So Purana Arka. Purana Arka means this sun called Bhagavatam. This sun called Bhagavatam, it can illuminate our lives. It can illumine our lives. Now, right now, many people they are suffering with the different problems in life, right? Almost everybody is suffering with something or the other. So that means we are in darkness. So we need light. What is that light? Bhagavatam. That light is Bhagavatam. So when you are in darkness, when you are suffering, when you are feeling low, open Bhagavatam and read. Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, all these things are like sun and moon, which are radiating energy. Paramam yo mahattejaḥ, paramam yo mahattapaḥ. Next one is tapas, tapo shakti. Tapa is the supreme concentration of energy. It is the invisible internal thermodynamic pressure of the absolute, the ultimate creative potential waiting to be unleashed.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about sankalpam, right, Prabhuji? Is that also same as tapa?
Yes, correct. Yeah, that sankalpa. For example, when you, yes, that's a good way to start with. Okay, to understand how this tapa, can be understood. When you chant Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram with the sankalpa, keeping the water in front of you, it's an austerity, right? It's a tapas. Chanting Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram is a tapas, because you are sacrificing your time, you are sacrificing your tongue, you are sacrificing your body, instead of using your body for something else, for your own enjoyment. See, during this time, we can watch TV, we can watch movie, we can play or something else, right? But we are sacrificing all those things. We are sacrificing our time, sacrificing our body, sacrificing our selfish desires, sacrificing our enjoyment, entertainment, sacrificing our tongue, and investing all these things in chanting Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram. We are investing all these things in glorifying the Lord in 1,000 different ways. So this is tapas. This is a tapas, austerity. Tapas means, in simple words, the Sanskrit definition of the word tapas means voluntary rejection of pleasure. Voluntary rejection of pleasure. That means you are doing it by yourself. Nobody is forcing you to do. Our tendency is to enjoy. Our tendency is to do sense gratification. Okay? But when you are rejecting that voluntarily by yourself, that is called tapas. Okay? For example, on Ekadashi day, some people they fast, they don't eat anything. That is an example of tapas. Now, what happens when you do all these things? You get some energy. You get some shakti. You get some shakti. And that shakti, if you have a water bottle, that shakti is transferred to that water. And when you drink, or when that person who is suffering from health problem, when they drink it, they get the benefit. Now, a simple activity like this can cure some health problem. Now, imagine the yogis and rishis who are doing tapas for hundreds and thousands of years in forest or in Himalayas. How much more Shakti they can have? Much more. That's why they are able to do many things, right? They are even able to teleport things from one place to another place. Now Kirtana, whenever she comes to the class here, she has to find a bus, she has to get down at some place and then walk. But if you ask a Muni, a Rishi, they can teleport you from your home to the temple. You don't have to even come by bus. They can teleport you here. It is true, actually. It's not for a joke. It's true. So they can teleport things from a distant place to the current place. So how are they getting that Shakti? Through tapas. Through tapas, tapo Shakti. And when you chant any stotrams like this, when you chant mantras, you'll also get something called as Vak Shuddhi. Vak Shuddhi. That means whatever you say, it will happen. Whatever you say will happen. That means your tongue will get some Shakti. Your tongue will get some tapas, some tapo Shakti. That is called Vak Shuddhi. Okay?
Simple question. No? Yes, tapas means like a focusing everything, our senses, everything in one place, Prabhuji?
So tapas means basically you're sacrificing. You're doing some sacrifice. The English word for tapas is austerity or sacrifice.
Okay. Yes,
You are sacrificing your senses, your sense enjoyment. You're sacrificing your personal desires, and you are voluntarily doing some austerity. Voluntarily doing some activity to glorify the Lord, to worship the Lord. These are the different examples.
Prabhuji, so should it have a goal, Prabhuji? Like, for example, if a person is doing tapa, means he is like praying to Brahmadev or someone and asking something, right? So it need not have anything, or just the sacrifice alone is called tapas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to have a desire. Simply by chanting the stotrams, by reciting the mantras, you will get the tapo shakti. And if you have a specific desire, that desire can be fulfilled immediately. Otherwise, that tapas shakti gets accumulated in your savings account. And whenever you want, you can leverage it. Whenever you want, you can leverage it. For example, you see the last line here. the ultimate creative potential waiting to be unleashed. That means it's the savings account. Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana, is like a savings account which has billions of dollars of tapas shakti, which is waiting to be unleashed. Now you go with a small bottle like this in front of Swami and get the energy, or you can get a big bucket, go near the Swami and get the energy, or you can get a big much bigger container and get the energy from it. So how much ever bigger container you use to unleash the energy, to derive the energy, that much energy you can consume. Okay.
So
Even
Prabhuji,
when we do, sorry.
yeah, go
No, no,
ahead.
thank you. I used to think tapas means you should have a goal like the rishis do. Like I was thinking that we should have some goal and do the tapas. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got the clarification now. Thank
Yeah.
Even when we do fasting also on the name of the god, I observe that if we do it specifically like that, that day we don't feel hungry at all. But if we are not fasting and by 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock we feel hungry, it's because we don't have any motivation for that. I mean, godly thought.
Correct. That's another good example. That means who is giving that energy? Who is giving that tapa shakti? Bhagavan is giving that energy. Because you are doing upavasam for Bhagavan, he is giving that energy. Tapo shakti. What is the proof that when you chant mantras, Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, and consume that energy into water and give it to somebody who has health problems, it can cure? What is the proof? One proof is you experiment it and you do it. But what is the proof that we have seen from Puranas, Itihasas?
you. In temple, like do mantra and then they'll spill the water on us and then give for tirtham, right, Prabhuji? For
Yeah.
traditionally we follow that.
Yes. And you feel satisfied, right? When you take tirtham, you feel very satisfied. Before that, you drink gallons of water. No satisfaction. But just a few drops of tirtham given by the pujari in the temple, that satisfies you. It's like you are having complete full meals. Okay, what else? Another example. In all the Puranas, in the in old devotional movies, what we have seen, there will be a rishi or muni who will be carrying some kamandala, and whenever somebody does something to him, he gets angry, and what does he do? He immediately sprinkles some water on them and he curses. What is that called? Tapashakti. Tapashakti, because that rishi is constantly meditating on the Lord, he's constantly chanting some mantras. So that's why there is that energy in that water. He has that tapashakti, and when he sprinkles that water on somebody, they will get that curse. Either curse or benefit, whatever. Some blessing or curse. For both, the water can be sprinkled. Yeah.
So Prabhuji, anything related to God we are doing tapas?
Yes. Whenever you are sacrificing your personal interest, and when you are doing something for the interest of God, that is a sacrifice. That is a tapas.
Okay.
That is a tapas. Like
Okay.
attending class like this, it's a tapas. It's a
Yeah.
tapas. Tapas means not necessarily sitting in forest and doing something, closing your eyes and meditating. No, not necessarily like that. These are all different examples of tapas. For example, a mother carrying a baby in the womb for 9 months. It's a tapas. Because the mother is sacrificing her own comforts for those 9 months. Right? Carrying the baby is not an easy task. She has to be careful every second. She has to walk carefully. She has to eat carefully. She has to do everything very carefully. So it's a tapas. And because of the tapas shakti, the baby is delivered. Right?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Sajasahar. Sorry. Yeah. So paramam yo mahattejaḥ, paramam yo mahattapaḥ. Next one. Paramam yo mahadbrahma. Paramam yo mahadbrahma. The unshakable foundation. He is the parabrahman. He is the parabrahma. The ground of everything. The root of everything. The ultimate unchanging reality. The material and efficient cause of all that exists. So this is easy to understand. In fact, in Tamil Nadu, there is a temple. It's called Paramaswamy temple. Paramaswamy. That means there they glorify the Lord as paramam. Paramam yo mahadbrahma, paramam yo mahattejaḥ, paramam yo mahattapaḥ, paramam yo parāyaṇam. Everything paramam, paramam, paramam. Paramaswamy. The deity's name is Paramaswamy there. In Bhagavad Gita, after seeing the Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga, Arjuna glorifies Krishna as Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitraṁ, Paramam Bhavan. He glorifies the Lord as Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitraṁ, Paramam Bhavan. What is Param Dhama? Param Brahma we know. What is Param Dhama?
Place.
Place. Yeah. Param Dhama means he is the ultimate refuge. He is the ultimate refuge. He is the ultimate refuge. He is the ultimate place to which everyone has to go. He is the shelter, ultimate shelter. He is the destination. He is the destination. He is that place who is the destination for everybody. He is that place, the spiritual world. Okay, spiritual world is that place which is the destination for everybody. Param Dhama. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitraṁ, Paramam Bhavan. Pavitraṁ, Paramam Bhavan. Next. Parāyaṇam. This is actually Paramdhama. We just discussed it. Parāyaṇam. In other words, it is Paramdhama. When Arjuna glorifies in Bhagavad Gita, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, that Param Dhama is nothing but Parāyaṇam here. The ultimate center of gravity or the ultimate shelter, refuge. Ultimate shelter, refuge is Parāyaṇam. Ayanam means journey. Parāyaṇam means by doing which journey you go to this destination. That is Parāyaṇam. Like Ramayanam. What is the meaning of Ramayanam? Journey of Rama. Right? Journey of Rama. Another meaning of Ayanam is shelter, destination, shelter, or refuge. So the ultimate shelter or refuge is Sriman Narayana.
Prabhuji, Ayana means I also, Prabhuji. I've heard somewhere I.
No. Ayanam is not I.
Oh, that is Nayan.
That is Nayanam. Nayanam. That is Nayanam. No, not time. Either journey or shelter. Either journey or destination. Okay? Journey or destination. Sriman Narayana. What is the meaning of the word Narayana?
Kalyana of humans. It's like a kalyano for human beings. Narayana, Nara.
Kalyanam? No, not Kalyanam.
No, not Kalyanam, Nara. Nar means human beings, right?
Narayan human beings, correct?
Ayana means like a beneficial for the human beings, something like that.
Ultimate refuge. Yeah, Ayana is shelter, the
Yeah.
refuge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Narayanam means the ultimate refuge for all human beings. For all human beings. Naranam Ayanam. Iti Narayanam. Sriman Narayana. Okay? Sriman Narayana. Parayanam. Para plus Ayanam. Parayanam. Rama plus Ayanam. Ramayanam. Para plus Ayanam. Parayanam. Like that. Hmm? So these are the four aspects. Param Brahma, Param Tapa, Param Tejaḥ, Parāyaṇam. You don't have to worry about so many details here. So did everyone understand this shloka thoroughly? Paramam yo mahattejaḥ, paramam yo mahattapaḥ, paramam yo mahadbrahma, paramam yo parāyaṇam.
परमम्यो महत्तेज परमम्यो महत्तपः परमम्यो महद्ब्रह्म परमम्यः परायणम्.
That means he is the reservoir of unlimited amount of energy. He is the reservoir of unlimited amount of tapas shakti. And he is the foundation of everybody, Param Brahma or Mahat Brahma, and he is the shelter of everybody, in simple words. Okay? Okay, next shloka. Next shloka is pavitrāṇāṁ pavitraṁ yo. Okay, so next shloka number 16, right? 16. Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam daivataṃ daivatānāṃ cha bhūtānāṃ yo pita. Okay, let's repeat this 3 times. Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo
पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो
maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam
मङ्गलानां च
मङ्गलं च
मङ्गलं
मङ्गलं
daivatam daivatānāṁ cha
दैवतं
दैवतानां च
bhūtānāṃ yo pita.
भूतानां
भूतानां यो व्ययः.
So pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram. He is the most purifying of all the purifying things. Maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam. He is the most auspicious of all the auspicious things. Daivatāṃ. He is the supreme of all the devatas. He is the supreme among all those people who has daivatāṃ. Okay, like Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, etc. And for all of them, he is the supreme Deva, Devadi Deva. Bhūtānāṃ yo pita. Among all the beings, he is the avyaya. He is the avyaya pita. He is the father, supreme father. Going back to the previous shloka, what is the shloka? What is the focal point for the previous shloka? Paramam. Paramam, right? We discussed many different words, paramam. One another word that I just recalled is Parama Purusha. Parama Purusha. Paramatma, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Param Tapaha, Purushottama. Purushottama, like that, Parama Purusha. Govindayani koluvare, Govinda Govinda Yani koluvare, Govindayani koluvare, Purushottamayani pogadare. In that kirtan only one line comes. Parama Purushayani padare or pogadare something. Parama Purusha yani padare. So like that, Parama Purusha is another word there. So pavitrāṇāṁ pavitraṁ yo, maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam, daivataṃ daivatānāṃ cha, bhūtānāṃ yo vyaya pita.
Prabhuji, in Telugu we say paramaṁ, right, Prabhuji?
Paramanam, yes. when you make annam, it is only annam. It is only annam, right? But when do you call that annam as paramannam? When it is offered to God, it becomes paramannam. Okay? But they put that name to that kheer rice. Okay? The sweet rice, kheer rice, they call it paramannam. But any annam, even the white rice can become paramannam if it is offered to Bhagavan as naivedyam. Paramannam. Something that is eaten by Parabrahma becomes paramannam. Okay? Even if you make some laddus and make it to Bhagavan as naivedyam, that becomes paramannam. Annam doesn't necessarily mean grains or rice. Anything, any eatable thing that is made and offered to Bhagavan as naivedyam, it becomes paramannam. Okay? So here, this is a beautiful shloka describing the paratva of Sriman Narayana in 4 different aspects. He is the most purifying of all purifying things. He is the most auspicious of all the auspicious things. He is the supreme of all the devatas. He is the father of all imperishable living entities. Okay? The Martya Jivas. Imperishable living entities means? No. We are perishable. He is imperishable. Avyaya, imperishable. So we are perishable. He is the father of all the perishable beings. Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram. These are some examples of different things that are purifying. For example, water. Okay, when there is some dirt, what do? You pour some water and you clean it. Like wet mop. When you do wet mop at your home, it's purifying, it's cleaning, purifying. Similarly, the sun and moon are also purifying. The light, fire is purifying. When you perform rituals, they are also purifying. The morals, the moral values, the good qualities, the sadgunas, they are also purifying. Because if you have the sadgunas, looking at you, other person who has durgunas, he will change. That means the sadgunas have the power to purify other people. The sadgunas have the power to purify other things. That's why Ramachandra appeared in Ramavatara in Treta Yuga to set an example for others, to set an example for Dharmanushtara Paratpara. How to execute Dharma, how to follow Dharma, how to be a good son, how to be a good husband, how to be a good brother, how to be a good king. How to be a good disciple of Vashishta Muni and Vishwamitra. He set an example for all these things. So with his sadgunas, everybody was purified. Vibhishana was purified, Sugriva was purified, and Ravanasura was given a chance to be purified, but he did not utilize that chance. So like that, the sadgunas, the morals, can purify everybody. The morals can purify the immorals. The morals can purify immorals. Sadguna can purify durgunas or vigunas. Mind is also purifying. Mind can be purifying if you chant some mantras. If you chant some mantras, the mind can purify things. Okay, but these are some examples of the purifying agents. Purifying agents. But the most purifying of all these things is Sriman Narayana. But there is something more purifying than Sriman Narayana. What is that? Sriman Narayana is more purifying than water, than earth, than fire, than moon, than sun. He is the most purifying. Sriman Narayana is the most purifying of all these things. But there is something more purifying than Sriman Narayana.
Bhakti, Prabhuji.
No? His love towards devotees. No? Mahalakshmi, yes.
You cannot say no to that.
Now this is like, who is great? Wife is great or husband is greater? Man is great or woman is great?
We usually put them together.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say Lakshmi, and when you say Narayana, it is Lakshmi Narayana, both included.
Samarpana towards God.
Your surrender to God, huh? Surrender to God. Okay. Bhakti. Yeah, your devotion. Okay. Something else?
Vaishnavas, Prabhuji.
Yeah, no. Vaishnavas get purified by Sriman Narayana. So Vaishnavas.
Gurus.
Gurus, no. Guru also gets purified by Sriman Narayana. The Namam of Sriman Narayana is more purifying than Sriman Narayana himself. The Namam of Krishna is more purifying than Sri Krishna himself. What is the proof for this? Draupadi, yes, very good. When Draupadi was in difficult situation, she called out, Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya. And then the Namam, Krishna Nama, came in the form of saris, Vastra Sharira. Keshavadrita Meena Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Kurma Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Like that, Keshavadrita Vastra Sharira. For Draupadi, he appeared in Vastra Sharira, like a sari. And then Draupadi asks, when Krishna actually comes in a physical form, Draupadi asks, Oh Krishna, why did you delay so much? I have been calling you out for so long, why did you delay so much? Then Krishna says something very beautiful. Krishna said, my name reached to you before I came. Before I reached here, my name reached here. My name, in fact, my name is the one that protected you. My name is the one that protected you. So, okay, that Nama.
Prabhuji, also in the Ramayana, that stones and all, they wrote Rama and then that's why it floated.
That's another good example. Yeah. And how did Hanuman cross that ocean? How he was able to jump over the ocean? By chanting Ramanama. By chanting Ramanama. That's why it is called Ramataraka mantra. It has the power to liberate us from this material world. Ramataraka mantra. Mana trayate iti mantraha. Mana trayate iti mantraha. That means that which delivers the mind, that which liberates the mind is called mantra. And that is Nama. So Nama is more purifying than Bhagavan. Of course, Namam and Sriman Narayana, Namam and Krishna, Krishna's name and Krishna, they are not different. Sriman Narayana and Sriman Narayana's name, they are not different. Okay? But if you have to discuss them separately, then obviously the name is more powerful than his form. Name is more powerful than the form. Yeah. Pavitrāṇāṁ, pavitraṁ. In the beginning of Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, there is a beautiful Sloka, right? Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat vimuchyate namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. Om Namo Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. So yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat. That means if somebody chants his names at least once and remembers him, then they can be liberated from this material world. Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat vimuchyate namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. Pavitrāṇāṁ, pavitraṁ. Last week we discussed, right? When you call a pujari to your home and you ask them to do some puja, what does he do? In the beginning, he asks you to do achamanam. You do achamanam, Om Keshavaya Swaha, Om Narayana Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha. And then he'll ask you to touch the water and say, Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavasthan gatopi va yasmaret pundari kaksha sabahyantarabhya suchihi. Om apavitra pavitro va. Let that apavitra become pavitra. Let that impure thing become pavitra. How is that possible? Yes, Mare Pundari Kaksha. Simply by remembering Pundari Kaksha, the impure things will become pure. The impure things will become pure. Sarva Avasthan Gatopiva. Even if there are any obstacles on the path of performing that puja, all those obstacles will be gone. Sarva Avasthan Gatopiva. How is this possible? Only by remembering. Simply by remembering Pundari Kaksha, this is possible. That's why in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, you will see, for example, let's say some Panchapatra or something, it fell, or some Vastram of Swami, it fell on the ground. You know how they purify it? They sprinkle little water on it and then say, Om Pundari Kaksha, Pundari Kaksha, Pundari Kaksha. They say like that. 3 times they say Pundari Kaksha, Pundari Kaksha, Pundari Kaksha. That means that Nama has the power to purify that. That Nama has the power to purify that. Pavitrāṇāṁ, pavitraṁ. Next, maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam. The most auspicious of all the auspicious things. Some examples of auspicious things are, give some examples of auspicious things. Auspicious means something that removes negative energy and brings positive energy. So give some examples.
Ekadashi or any specific days? No? Like Ekadashi or any specific days like that?
Yeah, that's also a good example. Yeah. Candles?
Camphors.
Camphor. Karpuram. Yes, karpuram. Yeah.
Incense sticks.
Incense sticks. Very good.
Turmeric.
Sound. Sound is also auspicious. Sound, it removes negative energy and brings positive energy. That's why wind chimes, right? Wind chimes, there's a deeper meaning why we have to use wind chimes. That means whenever, if you keep wind chimes inside the home or outside the home in your patio or somewhere, and whenever the wind chimes, they make sound by the gust of the wind, then it breaks all the negative energy. Because the mechanism to break the energy, negative energy, if sound transmits through negative energy, it's broken. Let's say
The
there's a
bell just now what they rang just now.
Hmm?
The bell ganta what they
Yes.
rang just now.
Correct. So whatever we speak in the class, it happens. In the very beginning, when I started parāyaṇam, I was reciting that line, Yasyat bhiradavatra parishadhya parashyatam vignam nignanti satatam vishmaksenam tamashre. And then when I was reciting that exact line, I was getting little cough actually. Then I had to stop, drink some water, and then I have. Did I keep it here? I have some cough resistant thing. If I put that in my mouth, then I don't cough. So Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishmaksenam Tamashraye. All the obstacles will be removed. So yeah, these are the different examples of auspicious things. The light, the incense sticks, basically air. Okay, air is also maṁgalam, auspicious. Sound, all these things. Water is also auspicious. That's why they recommend to keep a water fountain inside the home. Both the water and the sound that comes through the flow, both are auspicious. They both have the power to break the negative energy. Okay? So, but the most auspicious of all these things is what? Sriman Narayana himself. Sriman Narayana, and especially more auspicious than him, Nama. His Nama.
His name.
His Nama. Yeah. Another auspicious thing is turmeric. Turmeric is auspicious. Cow is auspicious. Cow urine is auspicious. Cow urine is both purifying and auspicious, both. Ghee is also auspicious. Yeah.
Tulasi.
Tulasi. Yes. Yeah. And the kolam that you put, rangoli, mugu, that's also auspicious. So many things. Daivataṃ, daivatānāṃ. Before we go here, I want to recite. I want to tell about some shloka glorifying the name of the Lord in these two aspects, pavitraṁ and maṁgalam. So there are many shlokas glorifying the Nama Vaibhavam. Huh? Okay. Stop listening. Yeah. Yannama shruti matrena pumam bhavati nirmalaha tasya tirtha pada kimva dasanam avashishyate. What is impossible for the servants of the Lord? By the very hearing of the holy name, one is purified. Yannama Shruti Matrena Puman Bhavati Nirmalaha. Now here, it's a shloka from Bhagavatam, from 9th canto, 5th chapter, 16th shloka. Here, they're not even asking to chant the name. They're asking to just hear the name. Simply by hearing the name, it has the power to purify things. Yannama Shruti Matrena Puman Bhavati Nirmalaha. Tasya Tirtha Padam Kimva Dasanam Avashishyate. That means what is not possible by great sages, rishis and munis who are doing tapas in the forest for thousands of years. That thing, that impossible can be made possible simply by hearing his name. Simply by hearing his name. That's why in ISKCON, there's a tradition, not only in ISKCON actually, it was this sampradaya or this acharana of Nama Sankirtana. It was established by Ramanujacharya. And later on, so many Sankirtanacharyas like Tyagaraja, Purandardasu, Annamacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these Sankirtanacharyas, they propagated Nama Sankirtana very widely, traveling on the streets and singing the names of the Lord. Why do they do that? So that people who do not practice bhakti, who don't come to temple, who don't chant the names of the Lord, how will they get purified? They get purified simply by hearing. Yannama Shruti Matrena Pumam Bhavati Nirmalaha. Tasya Tirtha Padam Kimba Dasanam Avashishyate. Next. There is another beautiful shloka. Narayana Nama Naro Naranam Prasiddha Chaura Katita Prithivyam Aneka Janmarjita Papa Chayanam Haratyashesham Shruti Matrameva. Simply by hearing his name, Narayana Namo Nama Narana Prasiddha Chaura Katita Prithivyam. It can kill all our karma. Simply by hearing Narayana, the name of Narayana, it can kill our karma. It can kill our karma that we have been accumulating for so many lifetimes. Narayana Namo, Narayana Nama Naro Naranam, Prasiddha Chaura Katita Prithivyam. Aneka Janmarjita. Aneka Janmarjita means that which we have been accumulating for so many lifetimes. Aneka Janmarjita Papascha Nyasam Haratyashesham Shruti Matrameva. Simply by hearing Shruti Matrameva. Now there is another beautiful shloka here. This one. Kalyananam Nidanam Kalimalamathanam Pavanam Pavanāṇāṁ Pādeyam Yam Mumuksho Sapadi Paripada Praptaye Prochyamanam Vishramasthānamekam Kavivaravachasam Jivanam Sajjanānam Bijam Dharmadrumasya Prabhavatu Bhavato Bhūtaye Krishna Nama Kalyananam Nidhanam Kalimala Matanam Pavanam Pavanāṇāṁ. That's what we are discussing, right? Pavitrāṇāṁ Pavitramyo. The most purifying of all purifying agents. Pavanāṇāṁ Pavanāṇāṁ. The word Pavanāṇāṁ is a plural usage. Okay? It's a plural usage of a purifying agent. Pavanam Pavanāṇāṁ. Of all the purifying agents, the most pavanam, the most purifying thing is Krishna Nama. Krishna Nama. Kalyananam. Kalyanam. Kalyanam means Kalyananam. Auspicious. Kalyanam, auspicious, maṁgalam. These are all the same. Okay? The holy name of Krishna is not only purifying, but it's also auspicious. Now, what is the difference between purity and auspiciousness? They both sound almost similar, right? The meaning may sound very similar, right? Both are good. Purifying is good. Auspicious is good. These are good words. But what's the difference? Purifying and auspicious. Pavitraṁ and maṁgalam.
Already purified. Purify is something that getting rid of something and purifying it.
Okay. So that's the homework. That's the homework. Because you have to sleep properly every day. If I don't give homework, how will you sleep properly? You have to meditate on Sriman Narayana and sleep. Right, Shamana? Okay. Kalyananam nidhanam kalimalamathanam pavananam pateyam yam mumuksho sapadi paripada praptaye prochamanam Vishramasthānamekam kavivaravachasam jivanam sajjanānam Bijam dharmadrumasya prabhavatu bhavato bhūtaye Krishna Nama. See, such a beautiful sloka glorifying the Nama Vaibhavam of Krishna. There is another one. Vishnur Namaiva Pumsa Shamalamapharat Punyamutpadhayacha Brahmadhisthana Bhogat Virati Mataguru Shripadadvanva Bhaktim Tatvajnanam Cha Vishnur Ihamruti Janana Bhranti Bijam Cha Dagdva Sampurnananda Bodhe mahattejaḥ puruṣam sthāpayitva nivrittim. Now we are talking about purity, purifying things here, right? What is that purity? What are the things to be purified? What needs to be purified? Our mind and our tendency, our mentalities, our anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsarya. They need to be purified. This is the dirt that we have. These are the impurities that we have. These impurities have to be removed. That is the purification. So Vishnur Namaiva Pumsa Shamalam Apaharat Punyam Utpadayacha. Okay, let's read the translation.
Lord Vishnu's holy name removes sins, establishes purity, makes one disinterested in the attempt to gain an exalted post like that of Lord Brahma, grants devotion for the lotus feet of the spiritual master, brings transcendental knowledge of Lord Vishnu, burns the seed of repeated birth and death, and places the saintly devotee in complete awareness of perfect transcendental bliss.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have another 5-10 minutes. We'll finish this shloka. So, pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram, maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam. Next one, daivatānāṁ, daivatānāṁ. He is the supreme of all the devatas. We have Indra, Varuna, Agni, Vayu, Brahma, Shiva, Rudra, all these different devatas. But the supreme is Vishnu, Narayana, Krishna. Daivataṃ, daivatānāṃ. It's very easy to understand. Does not require, Just like how the sun and moon, they derive energy from Brahman, and that Brahman derives energy from Bhagavan. Similarly, all these devatas, Indra, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, Brahma, Shiva, they all derive the power from Sriman Narayana. Okay? Bhūtānāṃ yo avyaya pita. Bhūtānāṃ. It's a plural, Sanskrit plural word. Bhūtānāṃ means, Bhuta means Jiva. Bhūtānāṃ means all the Jivas. Bhūtānāṃ. Among all the Bhutas, among all the Jivas, he is avyaya pita. He is the imperishable father. Pita means father. He is the imperishable father. Bhūtānāṃ yaha. Bhūtānāṃ yo means yaha. Yaha, he is the avyaya pita. Bhūtānāṃ avyaya pita. He is the one without any cause. He is the cause of all causes, and he is the one without any cause. Okay? Sarva karana karanam, and he is nirvikaranam. He is nirvikaranam. In Gajendra Stuti, there is a line, that has the word nirvikara. He is he is sarva karana karanam, and he is nirvikaranam. He is the cause of everything, and at the same time, there is no cause for him. Okay? There is no cause for him. He is causeless, unchanging, immune to entropy, the eternal anchor for temporal reality. There is some physics and chemistry, and so much is there here. Okay? Entropy means what? Kitana? Just passed from college. No. Entropy is discussed in physics. Does anyone know what is entropy?
I graduated long back. Now I'm a software engineer.
You don't even use entropy in your work.
Only RCA.
Yeah.
Does that mean pain or something like that?
Pain? No. No.
Okay.
Entropy is something.
Energy.
Something to energy. What is that?
Energy. It says a measure of molecular disorder or an unavailable energy.
Energy loss basically. Okay, entropy means loss of energy. Immune to entropy means his energy, his Shakti is never diminishing. His Shakti is never diminishing. In fact, it is increasing. It is increasing. In spiritual world, everything is increasing. Everything is infinite, and that amount of infinity is also increasing. The Ananda in spiritual world is infinite, and that infinity is also increasing, ever increasing. Measures the spread of energy. Yeah. When the energy is spreading, that means it's changing, it's losing its value. It's getting diluted. So, yeah, that's a good point. Measurement of spreading of energy, right? So when Bhagavan throw his energy, Anantakoti Brahmandas appear, and so many jivas in those Brahmandas appear. And these are all the energy of Bhagavan. But is there a loss in his energy? No. In material world, 1 minus 1 is 0. But in spiritual world, 1 minus 1 is 1 only. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. He is complete. Anything that comes from him complete, and anything that is created by that person is complete. And Purnam Eva Vashishyate. In the end, what remains is only that Purnam, only that Bhagavan. Okay? So, Avyaya Pita. That means his energy is never diminishing. Avyaya. Vyaya means you spend something. You spend, let's say you have $100. you spend $10. Now you have only $90 with you. That means that dravyam, that money is avyaya. Sorry, it is vyaya. It is diminishing its value. As you spend, the value gets diminished. Whereas the Bhagavan's energy is avyaya. It's never diminishing. Bhūtānāṃ yo avyaya pita. Another example for maṁgalam, auspicious things, is some positive words. Some positive words. See, we discussed the sound is auspicious, the incense sticks are auspicious, fire is auspicious, right? That muggu is auspicious. Like that, positive words are also auspicious. When you say positive words, the positive words have the energy to make something happen. To make something happen. So, when you do this water thing, right? When you chant Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram, keeping water in front of you, what you can say is, look into the water just like how you are looking at a person. Look at the water and say some words. Oh water, please absorb the energy of this mantra shakti from Vishnu Sahasra Nāma Stotram and please help so and so person cure their health problem. Speak like that. Speak words like that in your language, whether it is English, Telugu, Tamil, whatever language, you speak to the water and the water will absorb that positive energy. Okay? So, auspicious. Okay, so this is about this shloka. So let's recite this shloka one more time. I know we wanted to do 3 shlokas this week, but we could do only 2. If you all come on time, then we can do 3 shlokas. Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitramyo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ cha bhūtānāṃ yo vyaya pita.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ cha bhūtānāṃ yo vyapita.
Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitramyo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ cha bhūtānāṃ yo vyaya pita.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ
भूतानां च भूतानां यो व्ययः
Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Pavitrāṇāṁ pavitramyo maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ cha bhūtānāṃ yo vyaya pita.
Daivatam daivatānāṁ cha bhūtānāṃ yo vyayapita.
Now as we are reciting, what is happening? Purifying. Yes. As you are reciting pavitrāṇāṁ pavitram yo, it is purifying. As you are reciting maṁgalānāṁ cha maṁgalam, you are getting auspicious things. Yeah? See, this is the proof. But the next thing doesn't happen. Daivatam daivatānāṁ doesn't happen. You don't become supreme. And you don't become bhūtānāṁ cha avyaya pita. I mean, you become avyaya pita. From immortal, from mortal, you will become immortal. Right? From perishable, you will become imperishable. That is the Shanti mantra prayer, right? Mrityoma amritangamaya. Mrityorma amritangamaya. Yeah. Okay. So, any questions, comments, reflections? All good? So, what's the homework? Do you remember the homework?
Purity and maṁgalam and pavitraṁ.
What's the difference between maṁgalam and pavitraṁ? Purifying and auspicious thing. What's the difference? Or they can be same also. So you do the research. They can be same. Pavitraṁ and maṁgalam, they can be same. Or they can be different also. You do the research.
They're identical.
They can be identical also. Whatever it is, you come up with the answer next week. The answer can be A, B, C, or none of the above. Or E, all of the above. Whatever is the answer, you do the research and come back next week. All good? So what do we say in the end? Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Okay? So this ritual of doing Mangalam, singing Mangalam at the end of any activity, whether it is a dance, Kainkaryam, Nritya Kainkaryam, Gana Kainkaryam, or any Kainkaryam like this, Stotra Parāyaṇam, reciting Ramayanam or Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. It's a good habit to sing Mangalam, so that everything that we have done until now will be auspicious in our life, and whatever we're going to do in future will be auspicious. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Okay? Thank you everyone for joining.
Can you share the chant, the mantra?
This one? Yes. Yeah, I'll share. Okay? Thank you everyone for joining. We'll see you all next week.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.